The 7 lessons every person should learn. Imagine reaching the end of your life and realizing that the most important lessons were available to you all along. No one is born knowing how to live well. We learn through mistakes, pain, love, failure, and time. Some lessons arrive early. Others arrive after years of struggle. But there are a few truths that can change everything the moment you truly understand them. Today, through the journey of a simple stickman, we will explore 7 lessons every person should learn before it is too late. These lessons are about the mind, time, fear, relationships, discipline, purpose, and the kind of life that leaves no regret behind. If you listen carefully, one of these lessons may change the way you live forever. A young stickman once believed that his greatest enemies were outside him. He blamed other people, bad luck, and difficult circumstances. Then one day he discovered something shocking. The loudest voice in his life was the one inside his own head. Psychologists have found that people who constantly repeat negative thoughts begin to believe them as facts. The brain listens to what it hears most often. If you tell yourself, "I always fail," your mind starts searching for evidence to prove it. If you tell yourself, "I can learn and improve," your mind begins looking for possibilities instead. The stickman realized that he could not build a peaceful life with a mind that was constantly attacking him. So he began changing the conversation. He stopped saying, "I can't." He started saying, "I'm learning." He stopped saying, "I'm not enough." He started saying, "I'm growing." The first lesson is simple: guard your thoughts. Your mind becomes the place where your future is built. The stickman wanted a different life, but he thought change required something dramatic. He waited for a perfect moment, a burst of motivation, or a miracle. Then he learned a psychological truth. The brain changes through repetition, not intensity. Small actions repeated consistently become powerful habits. So he started small. 1 page a day, 10 minutes of exercise, 5 minutes of learning, 1 healthy choice. At first, nothing seemed different, but weeks became months, and months became years. The tiny habits that once looked insignificant slowly transformed his life. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 day and underestimate what they can do in 1 year. Remember this: greatness is usually hidden inside ordinary daily choices. The second lesson is that your habits are quietly building your future every single day. One day the stickman stood before a long bridge. Beyond the bridge was everything he wanted, but fear froze him in place. A strange thing happened. The longer he waited, the larger the bridge appeared. Psychologists call this avoidance. When we avoid a fear, the brain treats that fear as increasingly dangerous. The fear grows because we feed it with avoidance. Finally, the stickman took 1 small step, then another. Halfway across, he realized something important. The bridge had not become smaller. He had become stronger. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is movement despite fear. The third lesson: do not wait until you are fearless. Start while you are afraid. As the stickman climbed higher, his backpack became almost impossible to carry. Inside were stones labeled regret, anger, comparison, guilt, and excuses. A wise traveler asked him, "Why are you carrying these?" The stickman answered, "I've carried them for so long that I forgot they were optional." One by one, he put them down. With every stone removed, he stood taller. Many people are exhausted not because life is too hard, but because they are carrying emotions that no longer serve them. The fourth lesson: forgiveness is not saying that what happened was acceptable. Forgiveness is refusing to let the past control the rest of your life. The stickman noticed that some people lifted him higher while others pulled him lower. Research shows that our behavior is strongly influenced by the people we spend the most time with. Habits, attitudes, ambition, and even emotional patterns spread through social groups. So he chose his circle carefully. He spent more time with people who challenged him, encouraged him, and believed in growth. The fifth lesson: protect your environment. The voices you hear every day eventually become the voice you hear in your own mind. There were days when the stickman felt inspired. There were also days when he felt tired, discouraged, and unmotivated. At first, he only worked when he felt motivated. Progress was slow. Then he learned that successful people do not rely on feelings alone. They rely on systems. They show up even when the mood disappears. Discipline is choosing what matters most over what feels easiest right now. The Stickman kept climbing through rain, wind, and doubt. Over time, discipline became his greatest strength. The sixth lesson: motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you moving. At last, the Stickman reached the summit. He expected treasure, applause, and glory. Instead, he found a simple message. The goal was never the mountain. The goal was the person you became while climbing it. He looked back at the journey. The failures had taught him resilience. The fears had taught him courage. The struggles had taught him compassion. In the end, success was not about having the most. It was about becoming someone who lived with purpose, helped others, kept learning, and left the world a little better than he found it. The seventh lesson: build a life that means something, not just a life that looks impressive. So here are the 7 lessons every person should learn. Guard your mind. Build small habits. Face your fears. Let go of unnecessary weight. Choose your environment wisely. Practice discipline. Live with purpose. If you remember nothing else, remember this: you do not become a different person in a single moment. You become a different person through thousands of small choices made consistently over time. One thought, one habit, one brave step, one day at a time. The future is not something that happens to you. It is something you build. And starting today, you can begin building a life you will be proud to remember.